So this is my video on why I think that see why let's see why phone gaming is a joke, and I'm just gonna put it here. Yeah, so gonna take a little higher. Okay, something like this. Okay, so the main reason why it is a joke is because um the overall the layout is bad. Um, because if you like play with a phone and you don't have any buttons, then taking it with you is no horrible. It's it can kind of work if it's like a point and click game, but if you actually want to like play something more with more actions, then it's trash. I mean, I do know there exists a thing you can plug it in, with buttons, with analog stick and such. I know that that does exist, but as a portable device, this is garbage. Like, there's no like easy way to have it work in a sense. It just it's just sort of like a gimmick in my view. But I think the overall idea is that use your phone for everything, like calling, going to the internet, and that's also my criticism here. A phone should be a phone. And the reason why I think that is let's say that you are like getting a phone call and you're playing a game, like that would just ruin it for me. And I also think it's a waste of money to just spend $700 on a phone when you can just buy something to like $100 or something on like a regular Nokia phone to just SMS and phone call someone. Because if you like say that you are in a game and you're getting a phone call, that would just I don't know. I just think it ruins it, and it's also uh, a waste of money because a inbuilt battery is going to explode after a while. So just wasting $700 each year, or at least each third year, if I'm being nice here, on buying new phones or shit you don't are not going to stick with, like that to me is a waste of money. I don't get that. Why that's people are just buying things that are going to throw away, which is a waste. At least if it's $100, at least you're not like losing that much money. It lasts very long because like a Nokia Classic or those phones with buttons, those are these lasts very long and are very dependable. They're very simple, but they work. So yeah, I just don't think a phone. It's also this problem that with a stationary PC you can actually change graphics cards, and that one costs maybe the same as a freaking phone, or maybe a little bit more expensive, depending on what kind of PC you want. But in general, it just lasts longer than a freaking phone, And no, a stationary PC costs about the same as a freaking phone nowadays. So yeah, I think a phone should just be a phone. It shouldn't be anything else. And the third one is what should I say here? Um, yeah, just looks kind of weird. Nah, that thing is a shade. Um, uh, PC has better way of adding patience, because if you like, let's say that you go to work or school, with a PC you can like, you wait after the class is over or something. I mean, I guess you can say that same way with a phone. But I think with the phone, you're always looking at it like, oh, what did that person say? Or and it vibrates like crazy, you know. With a PC, it's just is your friend. It's staying at home, and you are just having a good time. With a phone, I don't know. I just feel it's sort of a compulsive obsessiveness order with the phone. With a PC, I just think it adds more of a patience mentality to it. You know, it just waits when you get home, and then you can play and have fun after the work. You know, it's a good tradition. With a phone, it just I don't know. It just sticks. It kind of messes with you. I think. With a PC, it just yeah, it just feels more rewarding. Is what I'm trying to say here. You know, you have all these buttons, and you can do lots of stuff with it. I mean, what can you even do with a phone? Can you even do any editing? No, with a video program or a video editing software or anything advanced? No, obviously you can't. It's a freaking phone. With a PC, it just it kind of is everything that you need. With a phone, it kind of tries to be a supercomputer, and it just is so. It's how to say it. It just adds a lot of unneeded complex complexity complex way of doing stuff. You know, I'm just gonna touch the screen, touch, 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 and it with a keyboard, you know where things are. With a phone, it just first of all, it's also very underpowered compared to a PC. So it's obviously that PC is just way more superior in any ways. With phones are just and it also is good to ruin actual good UI user interface on a game, because if you have like gotten those horrible phone ports to PC, you're probably you've probably seen that, right? Well, that's because people who are normies, just sits on their phone all day, and that's why we can't have good things. Phone market definitely has an impact in making absolute trash video game design, and it's basically for normies. I do wonder whether it's going to lead to like a video game crash, from 1983, because if the quality gets way worse, then I don't think video games are going to last forever, But that's just my prediction. Oh yeah, and the quality in video games on phones is terrible. Because even if you have like second party game developers making stuff for it, it's still bad. Like on a PC, you know what to click, it just feels right. It feels right in your hand, having a mouse in your hand, or having like a keyboard to press on. Same with the game consoles, it just feels right. With a phone, I mean, what are you doing? You're just pressing this tiny shit screen that can be destroyed by just dropping it on the floor. So yeah, it's just, and then it has terrible design, and it looks horrible. Yeah, it's just it's bad. I guess I'm not trying to say that automatically that games on the mobile is bad, but it does. It definitely looks horrendous in compared to what games on, like, take Red Dead Redemption. Do you think you could actually make that thing look good if it was on a phone originally? No, it will look horrible. It will look like in a sense, like a generic Atari Jaguar game or something. It would just look bland and horrendous. And also, fifth one, battery life versus stationary power. The thing with internal battery, and I do have this sort of this complaint with Nintendo Switch, but the difference is Nintendo is a gaming company, so they know how to make a game look good on a like a mobile gaming device like a Nintendo Switch. And I do think Nintendo was smart in doing that because it's designed as a gaming company. whereas phone is everything else, so it doesn't count. Uh, but what I'm trying to say here is in internal battery is a problem because if you have read the news on PSP, uh, those type of chargeable batteries will eventually implode or explode. And yeah, I don't know about you, but if you like the idea of a phone being years old and exploding on you, then good luck. Now you can technically change the battery, but it's so obvious that the people make those bricks, that those vibrating horrible bricks in your phone like a vibrator. They don't have the design of wanting to last forever. They want to make money. And compared to like Nokia Classic or those old Nokia with buttons, they can easily be changed in terms of batteries. You just buy a new Nokia battery and it's all fine. And I think there's just well-designed phones in terms of the brand and company that makes them. But with any like Samsung or Apple or those basically those typical touch phones, yeah, all they do is they explode if you don't change the battery or just I don't know, just throw it away is the easiest option. And I think it maybe take like I don't know 10, 15 years. My guess, maybe longer, but yeah, the point is with a stationary PC, that one you could have like for 20 years and it works just fine. Now you may wonder, maybe you aren't going to use a PC for that long, but the point is, it lasts. Like take a Super Nintendo or a PlayStation One. Um, it's about 30, almost 30 years now since the PlayStation One came out, and that was in 1995, I think. Uh, think about that. That one still works. It's old hardware, but it's a good game design for its time in terms of the games it had. Uh, are you telling me that a phone is gonna be that good? No, it's not. Basically, what I'm trying to say is an old PlayStation One beats the crap out of modern day phones in terms of durability and overall quality of the hardware, and that's why I hate phone gaming. I think it's a joke. Say I don't see why normies are into this. They should like better normie stuff. About it's what I'm trying to say here. I get Netflix and such. That part I can get. It's kind of cool just to have all old movies like Disney Plus and such. I like that. Um, Even though I also like having physical media, just to in case it doesn't, because it can't guarantee that it's gonna be there forever. But phone gaming, I think is a joke. So yeah. So that's my conclusion. Feel free to agree or disagree. So thank you for listening and bye.